I remember the night. The rain never stopped tapping at the window, the kind of static that buries itself in your mind. 6 women came over for book club, each one walking through my door, clutching their novels and secrets, eager for wine-stained laughter and quiet gossip. I greeted them with brittle smiles and a batch of scones that cooled beside a knife on the counter. For weeks, I'd felt someone watching me through the condensation-hazed glass, someone who lingered just beyond the porch light's reach. I told the book club about him, and they gave knowing glances, another suburban wife with nerves frayed by monotony. But their faces said, "Isn't this what we wanted? A little excitement in these winding streets." I could hear their whispers lingering in my hallways, long after midnight, staining the shadows that clung to every corner. That night, the laughter dissolved into murmurs. The house twisted with close air and scents of mildew, where the rain had soaked through a leak in the guest room. The women sat in a suspending hush as I poured wine, red as bruised petals. They didn't see my hands shaking, didn't glance up from their talking when I left the kitchen knife on the polished table. They never noticed the way I watched them, counting blinks and breaths, tracking every tremor of doubt behind their eyes. Did they suspect already? I wonder now if it had been me all along. Later, the police would find wine glasses tipped into wine-dark pools, their sleeping faces slack against the table, a hush over their curled fingers. The doctor said it was the garden roses, the petals I dried and ground and steeped into their drinks, a trick I'd read about, innocuous enough until it was deadly. My phone told a story too, loaded with desperate texts to myself, breathing life into the stalker I invented like a character in one of our books. My voice was hoarse when I described him, how he'd left notes, how I'd seen the muddy prints by the swing set, how he stood trembling in the storm, watching through steamed glass as the women screamed and never woke. And they believed me, aching for a villain that made sense of the carnage, grasping for some shape in the darkness that wasn't just me. Still, some days I catch sight of him beyond the white picket fence, a flicker of shadow, a restless shiver between the hedges, waiting. I built him so well that now I almost believe he's real, skulking through our block, haunting the children's quiet laughter, painting the dusk with a fear only I can name. In the end, I think he might have stepped across, made flesh by the desperate invention of my trembling hands. Most nights, I wake gasping, heart battering, certain he's standing at my bedroom door, waiting for me to confess, or perhaps to finish what I started. Each time the rain returns, tapping at the timid windows, I listen for him in the dripping dark, wondering if the monster is still out there, or if he's been inside all along.